Hey guys, welcome back into Legacy. So today I'm going to do my penultimate video on character creation for hero. I'm going to walk through an actual character. We are going to take a couple of cheat modes here, just so you guys know. The big one is going to be, instead of doing pure power creation, we're going to be borrowing from the hero system Grimoire. It follows all the same rules for power creation. It just does it in a really convenient manner so that you don't have to try to puzzle it out by yourself. So I'm going to take you through step by step how a character is built. We're going to be building a standard heroic character, which is 175 character points. That's all you get. You get 175 character points. Boom, done. Okay. That being said, these are your starting statistics right here. So there you go. You get starting statistics. And that's where you're going to really want to start. Is going to want to start with characteristics. So we're going to make a wizard for our fantasy game. And here's what we're going to do. So the first thing we want to do is we want to take his intelligence up to, say, 15. Okay. That's going to cost us 5 points. Woohoo, 5 points. We want to take his ego up to 15 as well. And we'll take his presence up to 15 as well. Just to start. Okay. Take his dexterity up to 15. He'll be a little more dexterous. There you go. That cost me 10 points. So total right now we've spent 35 or 25 points on characteristics. Now, if we go into the core game book, you actually get in here. It's going to tell you under the character creation chapter, somewhere in here, I got to find it again. It tells you kind of what standard builds are. So heroic characteristics. If you want to be characteristic oriented, you want about 115 points in characteristics. I disagree with that because, let me be honest with you, that's possibly enough at 225 points. So we're going to take that down a little bit. We don't want just 25 points in there. So let's go ahead and do this better. Let's take his intelligence up to 20. We'll leave his ego at 15. We'll take his presence up to 20. And now we're looking at 35 points. Let's raise his con to 15 as well. Take his strength up a little bit. That should be, and keep in mind, guys, again, going back to the core book, and yes, I have this bookmark now because I know I need it. Come on, I can't even get to my bloody bookmarks. The average range for characteristics in a build like this is between 10 and 15, or 10 and 20. So, okay, so we'll leave his strength at 10. He doesn't really need to be strong. So right now we're looking at 40 points for characteristics. You want to spend about half your points on characteristics, right? So we haven't even touched our OCV, our DCV, and all that fun stuff. So right now he's only speed 2. Let's take him up to speed 3. Hey, look at that. Yeah, so now we're talking. Woohoo, now we're up to 40. Now we're up to 45 points. I believe 45, 55 is 55. I think we're up to 50 points. Okay, we're up to 50 points. Okay. We want his offensive, we want his OCV to go up to a 5 or to a 4. His DCV will leave it at 3. He's not very defensive. And we'll take his OMCV up to 4 as well. Boom. Okay. That takes us up to 58 points. Let's take his physical defense to a 4. And his, okay, recovery. We'll take his recovery up to an 8. We'll double his recovery for now. His body's only a 10. Let's take his body up to a 15. We'll take his endurance up to, it's a 12. We'll take it up to a 20. Oh, 25. 25. I have to look this up again because this is where I get lost. So everything costs variable amounts, and I don't even remember how much it costs. Energy defense. Okay, so endurance. Base value is 20. I'm sorry. Base value is 20. It's 1 point for every 5 endurance. Okay, so let's do his endurance can be a lot higher. Okay, let's take his endurance up to 40. Okay, take his endurance up to 40. How many points does that take us up to, real quick? 74 points. So we're spending right around half of his points so far. His stun is 19. Let me double check that again, make sure I get the right number starting here. Any skills yet? So that'll come next. Starting value for for stun is starting value for stun should be 20, not 19. Run should be 12, 4 and 4, not 3 and 3. Sorry about that, guys. Put that in there wrong. I thought I had that in there right. Keep in mind, I'm doing this off of memory. So we'll take his stun up to 40 as well. Okay. We've got 84 points tied up in his attributes now. There we go. We got his attributes all tied up. And he's done. His attributes are done. His recovery can probably, let's take his recovery up just a bit. Just take his recovery up to 12. There we go. 88 points. Okay. He's not got a lot of body, so he doesn't want to be hit a lot. And that's the attributes. And that's what how these attributes are to build, guys. Just follow the written rules in the book. You will do perfectly fine with this. We didn't raise his DCV. We didn't raise his DMCV at all. We raised his OCV and his OMCV. So now we got to go over here. We got to do skills real quick. Swim and leap. Oops, skills on the back page. Sorry. So he has normal PD, no notes. That's his current statuses. So real quick, what's his perception? Or his intelligence? Intelligence is a 20. So intelligence divided by 5 is 4. 9 plus 4 is 13 up. 13 under. So he has a 13 under perception roll. That's seriously, guys, this is how easy this is to do. We'll get into his phases that he maneuvers in and everything in a little bit. Because so he has 46 presence attack. He only has 2d6 for his strength damage. Unfortunately, because he is not real strong. Okay, we'll get to his matching complications in a minute. So we have to have 50 points in complications. So the first skill he needs is we're going to make him wizard. Power. Magic! We're going to buy it at 3 points. The roll. Now we have to go look up what magic power skill is. Skills section. Skills section real quick. Power varies. It's 9 plus characteristics. Let me go look up what power is real quick. So we're going to consider magic an intelligence skill. So it's 9 plus intelligence divided by 5. So the roll here is going to be a 13 under. Boom. And we're actually going to go ahead and buy that at a +1 cost. So power +1 is 2 points to get a +1 on that. We're going to give that a 14 under. There you go. So that's his first skill. So he spent 5 points on that. Power magic. What else does this guy kind of need? He needs, we'll give him analyze. Analyze is going to be a 3-point skill. Sorry, I can't type today. And that is based on intellect. So 9 plus intelligence divided by 5. So 13. There you go. It's got power analyze. Power magic analyze. And again, go back to the chart. It tells you that. Get back to the table here. There's a table. Gotta find it again. Where's the table at? It tells you about on 225. On 175, it tells you that you want about 40 points in skills, perks, and talents. So right now we're sitting at 8. And keep in mind, we can still do talents and all that kind of fun stuff here when we get a chance. We're just going to go through. We're going to do skills first, and then we're going to do perks and talents. So keep that in mind. Okay. So we've got analyze. We'll give him bureaucratics. Bureaucratics, we can give him that at 3. And bureaucratics is a presence skill. So what is my presence currently? What is my presence? 20. So it's going to be the same as my magic skill. Where's my intellect skill? So 13 under. There you go. we need to give him some type of combat skill here. So let's go look up combat skills real quick. Actually, we don't have to give him combat skills because he's not a combatant. We'll give him conversation. This is a fun little skill to give him. It's 3 points. A 13 under. Give him deduction. Again, we'll give this to him as well at +1. 14 under. We'll give him inventor at 13 under. Sure why it suddenly changed the orientation on that. I didn't build this sheet, so forgive me on that one. 13 under. Take inventor. We'll give him now. So this cost 2 points. Give him knowledge magic. And it's an 11 under. Give him a couple knowledge skills here. Knowledge magic. Religion. Give him knowledge religion, which is an 11 under. All right, guys, we're already at 26. So knowledge religion. Give him a couple knowledge skills. We'll give him language. Look up how language works again, because it's. This is one of the only things. This is where it gets a little complicated, guys. So it's going to be 3 points. He's going to be completely fluid in this language here. So he's going to be 3 language common. Does not have a role. We're going to give him another 2-point skill in language Elven. Okay, let's just, because like I said, we're going to build him as a fantasy character. Okay, he's got some languages. We'll give him science, anatomy, which I believe is an 11. An under. Let's go cost 2. Okay. Okay, so he's at 33 points right now, and we're at a total of 121 points. So take maybe a couple more little fun skills to give him. Something maybe he could use. Persuasion. Persuasion is a 3-point skill. And we'll take persuasion 3, 2. It's a 13 under. Okay, now we're going to go in. We're going to do some talents and perks. Find those chapters real quick. Talents. Perks and talents, 98. Okay, perks. So we get perks, and then we want to look at talents real fast. Talents. We're going to give him lightning calculator. Which is a lightning calculator is a 3-point talent. Is there any role associated with it? Nope, nothing more. Lightning calculator, so there's no role to it. You can calculate things with speed of thought, pretty much. And let's give him one more absolute time sense. We have absolute time sense, which has no role and is also 3 points. So those are his talents. He's not got a ton of talents, but he's got a couple. And we're going to give him a couple of perks here. We'll give him a contact. Contact. It costs a little bit different. So he's going to take a 1-point contact to start, which is an 8 under. Reach out to them. And then we're going to give it to him as... We'll give him +1 because the contact will have contact with somebody who's really important. And we'll give him +1 because he has good relationships. So it'll be a 4-point cost. And we'll give this to him as his mentor. I'm not going to name because there's no point in naming this. I don't tend to play this character in a game, so bam. So right now we're sitting at 46 total skill points, or skill and talent points. We are sitting at 88 total points tied up in our attributes, which gives us 134 points. That leaves us roughly 41 points to spend on powers. Okay, powers. So we're going to cheat. Ready to cheat, guys? We're going to make him a flame mage. He's going to be a flame mage. So the first flame magic we want to give him is Ignite. Ignite. So Ignite's total cost comes up to 9 points. It is found in the Hero System Grimoire. Page 133. And just so you know how this is done, it tells you exactly how much this cost in the game information. It tells you exactly how much it costs and all the additives and descriptors in there. But like I said, I'm trying to make this a little simpler without having to get too detailed. Then we're going to give him Fire Arrow. And it cost, how much does this one cost? 16 points. Okay. We're currently sitting at 25 points. So I think we can take... Gotta take something that actually worked really well. Fire. What's my current? Good thing. Sorry, guys. If I go too far down, it brings up my 159. I've got 26 points left to spend. 26 points left. So what we'll do is we'll do Rain of Fire. Sounds like fun. Page 39. And that one will cost us 15 points. Got 11 points I can spend. And we'll give him Fire Orbs as well. As you can tell, I'm making him a very G page 136. And it's a 10-point spell, so I have 1 point left over to spend. So we'll just go back over here to attributes, and we will add, let's add 5 endurance. There we go. Okay, so now we've gotten through all of that fun stuff. So we've got his characteristics are built out. He's not much of a combat guy. He's going to be using his spells a lot more. And if you go over here you can put in the notes what there is. I just noted where they are found. It's easier to do that than to list everything, but they do have endurance cost and everything else, and you have to make rolls to use them. But the last thing we have to do for this character is matching complications. So I have to have 50 points, no more than 25 in any one complication. I'll check for complications again. Where's it at? 414. Okay. So complications. So he is going to have a distinctive feature. Okay, so let's go find distinctive features. Your distinctive features, you're talking about, we'll take this as a 15-point non-consumable to start. And what I'm going to imagine this as is this is a mark that shows up on them. I'm going to borrow from James Islington. It shows up on the back of the right hand, showing through attempts to obfuscate. Okay, so this is mark on the right hand that'll show through showing through attempts to obfuscate. So it's 15 because it's not concealable. And we're going to say that it causes major reactions from people. So that's a 20-point complication. Bam, he has 20 points. You have a 20-point magic complication. We'll give him a negative reputation as well. Let's say mages in this world have mages in this world have negative reputations. There's something in the past that causes people not to trust mages. So we'll say that this causes it frequently. So this be a 10-pointer. Negative reputation. And then we'll give him a social complication. He lived a cloistered life, so he has a little bit of a hard time sometimes in fiction. I can't spell that word, so forgive me if I spelled that wrong. So we're going to say it's frequent, and it can actually cause severe reaction because he just doesn't do things very eloquent. How am I 185? I should only have 75. What the hell? Because math is not my strong suit. You know what we'll do? We'll do this. That's the fastest way to knock it down. No, it's not. No, it's not. I'm sorry. Let me do this right. You know what? He won't have fire orbs. Delete. 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 Up to 175. He's got 175 points. Guys, that's literally how easy character creation is for a hero. For all the talk that you'll hear if you talk to people about how complicated the hero system can be, how hard it is to build characters for, and how much work goes into it. Guys, it's very easy. And if you can get a sheet like what I'm using, I'll even show you one of the cool features of the sheet. We didn't use it, but you can. You can actually go into this sheet and you can put the name of the power, how much it costs, any game information you need. And then it tells you to what's the base, what's the total additions, what's the total limitations. It'll tell you what the active cost actually is for that power. Literally that simple. These are really good sheets. But guys, that's character creation. And I did that in just under 25 minutes. So if you got any questions, concerns, anything like that, be happy to address them. Otherwise, guys, keep having fun. And we do hope to see you guys around the game table at some point.